Grief isn't just about the people we've lost, but also the versions of ourselves that we need to say goodbye to. Welcome to Madame After Midnight. This is a podcast where we talk about life and its many pursuits of sustainable happiness. It's Madame Donut, your host. And tonight, well, more like this evening, it's not quite midnight yet. I'm coming to you in the middle of a full circle moment. I'm currently on Maui. This is the place where I became Madame Donut. Really the place where I felt I became me. This is the place where I learned how to share the joy of creating something with my own hands. And also a place where I experienced some of the big losses in my life. I came back to Maui to visit, also to say goodbye. I did one last Donut Dynamite pop-up. Maybe there'll be another one in the future or more. But right now, it felt like it was so final. More than ever. Emotionally, this visit, and maybe spiritually, it's a lot. And that's what tonight's podcast is about. How life doesn't unfold in a straight line. And how grief isn't just about the people we've lost, but also the versions of ourselves that we need to say goodbye to. Life isn't linear. Stop treating it like a checklist. We're taught there's a timeline. Grow up, get that thing, whatever it is. Educate yourself, get a job, get your partner, get married, house, and all that stuff. And you keep going and you keep climbing. You just keep going up like success should look like a staircase. But life sometimes can be messy, chaotic. But it's also really beautiful. Often I find myself in circulife. Did I say circulife? I meant circular life moment. But that's a good word. Circulife. You heard it here first. Sometimes I think I'm moving forward, but then I'm apparently moving backwards, sideways, and sometimes I spin back around. Sometimes I end up in a place I thought I've outgrown and then realize I've got more to learn or more to honor. Coming back to Maui is one of those moments. It's not a retreat. It's a return, a visit to a version of me that I probably have outgrown, but really do miss so much. But it's a version of me that has shaped me to what I am or who I am right now. And I honor that. And if you're someone who's ever had to start over again and over again, you know and understand that growth does not come in a straight line. It loops, it spirals, it circles back. And every loop teaches you something new. There's a strange feeling when you return to a place that housed a version of you from the past. You see ghosts, glimpses of the person you fought so hard to become. Coming back to Maui reminded me of the fire, but also the hard work trying to keep my small business going, the long hours, but also the love that many people gave to me. Being back here reminded me of some very hard decisions I had to make that altered my life forever. The identity crisis, the grief that comes from seeing that your dream is not quite unfolding as you wish that it would. And still, I wouldn't change anything. That's the magic of non-linear journey. It humbles you. It teaches you gratitude. It shows you your strength in retrospect. Now let's talk about grief. We usually reserve that word for funerals. But the truth is we also grieve for an older version of ourselves. Former loves, former lives, old rhythms, lost versions of joy. And you might find yourself crying over a version of you that you thought would be the one. That's the ultimate me. You might miss your old Ohana. You might miss the beach. You might miss people that you used to work with. You might miss your old business. You might miss old relationships, even if you chose to let them go. That doesn't mean you're going backwards. It just means you're human. I've had to grieve the woman who built Donut Dynamite from scratch. I've had to grieve the person, that version of me who thought Maui is forever home. I even grieve the version of me who thought success meant security. But in shedding those versions, I'm making space for what's next. Because what I was before, it's a foundation. Every version of me tried something, built something, loved something deeply. They all brought me here. And I don't reject any of them, even when it hurts, even when it's cringe, even when I think, why was I so stupid not to do that or to do that? That version of me, got me through. She made sure that I survived so I can keep dreaming even when things around me crumble. So yes, I've changed my mindset about quite a few things. That's inevitable. But I'm not erasing her, that previous version of me. Never did. I never will. I'm honoring her by continuing to grow. This trip to Maui isn't just a reset. It's a recognition. It's me saying thank you, mahalo, to the community, to the island. Thank you to the younger me who made magic out of flour, eggs, butter, and sugar. But this is not where I rebuild. I have to keep moving forward, or maybe more accurately, moving deeper into my next cycle, the next chapter, the next spiral of growth. This is a goodbye to Maui, but also it's a see you in a different form. It's just a short stop. If you've ever circled back to a version of yourself, not to stay, but to honor and release and heal, I hope you find peace in letting go. Life is not linear, neither is healing, neither is growth. But every time you revisit a version of yourself with tenderness, you lighten the load. You get to carry her forward with pride. Thank you for joining me on this loop. I'll see you again next time, and don't forget to circle back to what matters the most. I'll meet you again soon, after midnight.